Vault door cycling sequence initiated. Please stand back.
Welcome to Reddit Vault. Today we'll be going back in time 8 years to a comment well known as Today You, Tomorrow Me, written by Rhoner. This comes from an AskReddit thread asking, have you ever picked up a hitchhiker? So let's go ahead and check it out. Just about every time I see someone, I stop. I kinda got out of the habit in the last couple of years. I moved to a big city and all of that, and my girlfriend wasn't too stoked on the practice. Then some shit happened to me that changed me, and I am back to offering rides habitually. If you would indulge me, it is a long story and has almost nothing to do with hitchhiking, other than the fact that it happened on a road. This past year, I have had 3 instances of car trouble. A blowout on the freeway, a bunch of blown fuses, and an out-of-gas situation. All of them were while driving other people's cars, which for some reason makes it worse on an emotional level. It makes it worse on a practical level as well, what with the fact that I carry things like a jack and extra fuses in my car, and know enough not to park facing downhill on a steep incline with less than a gallon of fuel. Anyway, each of these times this shit happened, I was disgusted with how people would not bother to help me. I spent hours on the side of the freeway waiting, watching roadside assistance vehicles blow past me, for AAA to show. The 4 gas stations I asked for a gas can told me that they couldn't loan them out for my safety. But I could buy a really big, shitty 1-gallon one with no cap for $15. It was enough each time to make you say shit like this country is going to hell in a handbasket. But you know who came to my rescue all 3 times? Immigrants. Mexican immigrants. None of them spoke a lick of English, but one of those dudes had a profound effect on me. He was the guy that had stopped to help me with the blowout with his whole family of 6 in tow. I was on the side of the road for close to 4 hours. Big Jeep, blown rear tire, had a spare but no jack. I had signs in the windows of the car, big signs that say I need a jack and offered money. No dice. Right as I'm about to give up and just hitch out of there, a van pulls over and dude bounds out. He sizes the situation up and calls for his youngest daughter who speaks English. He conveys through her that he has a jack, but it is too small for the Jeep, so we will need to brace it. He produces a saw from the van and cuts a log out of a downed tree on the side of the road. We rolled it over, put his jack on top, and bam, in business. I start taking the wheel off, and if you can believe it, I broke his tire iron. It was one of those collapsible ones, and I wasn't careful, and I snapped the head that I needed clean off. Fuck. No worries, he runs to the van, gives it to his wife, and she is gone in a flash, down the road to buy a tire iron. She is back in 15 minutes. We finished the job with a little sweat and cussing. Stupid log was starting to give, and I am a very happy man. We are both filthy and sweaty. The wife produces a large jug of water for us to wash our hands in. I tried to put a 20 in the man's hand, but he wouldn't take it, so instead I gave it to his wife as quietly as I could. I thanked them up one side and down the other. I asked the little girl where they lived, thinking maybe I could send them a gift for being so awesome. She says they live in Mexico. They are here so Mommy and Daddy can pick peaches for the next few weeks. After that, they are going to pick cherries and then go back home. She asked if I have had lunch, and when I told her no, she gave me a tamale from their cooler. The best fucking tamale I have ever had. So, to clarify, a family that is undoubtedly poorer than you, me, and just about everyone else on that stretch of road, working on a seasonal basis where time is money, took an hour or 2 out of their day to help some strange dude on the side of the road when people in tow trucks were just passing me by. Wow. But we aren't done yet. I thank them again and walk back to my car and open the foil on the tamale because I am starving at this point, and what do I find inside? My fucking $20 bill. I whirl around and run up to the van, and the guy rolls his window down. He sees the $20 in my hand and just shaking his head no, like he won't take it. All I can think to say is por favor, por favor, por favor, with my hands out. Dude just smiles, shakes his head, and with what looks like great concentration tries his hardest to speak to me in English. Today you, tomorrow me. Rolled up his window, drove away, his daughter waving to me in the rear view. I sat in my car, eating the best fucking tamale of all time, and I just cried. Like a little girl. It has been a rough year and nothing has broke my way. This was so out of left field, I just couldn't deal. In the 5 months since that, I have changed a couple of tires, given a few rides to gas stations, and once went 50 miles out of my way to get a girl to an airport. I won't accept money. Every time I tell them the same thing when we are through. Today you, tomorrow me. Thank you very much for taking the time to listen to this Reddit Vault feature. If you have any suggestions on videos to do next, let me know in the comments below. Hope you have a stellar day or night.